Hello friends, I got a little bit of a different setup. I've actually got y'all sitting on a tripod, so hopefully there won't be any wiggling and jiggling this time. Okay, so I've been tagged by a couple of people, Mama Cat and Homestead Tessie, and sorry it's taken me a couple of days to get at this because well, hubby and I have been getting ready for our big Sturgis trip, which is coming up pretty darn quick. I mean, August the 1st is just a couple of days away, relatively speaking. So, alright, let's get to it. Name 3 channels that inspire me. Okay. Well, when I first started going on YouTube, it was pretty much all basically about getting information, looking up different things and finding out different things and how different people deal with different things, etc. For me, I was trying to do some studying on fibromyalgia and coping with it and how to deal with it, and try to keep the flare-ups down to a minimum, or at least a dull roar if at all possible. And so the first one would have to be Road to the Farm, and Melanie was a great big help to me. Watched almost all her videos when I first started watching YouTube, and it really sunk in, and it really, you know, came home for me about what she's trying to do and how she's doing it. And for the most part, I've tried to emulate, you know, my diet and my food intake similar to hers. Now, I don't eat very many bread things or pasta things, and now I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, because it does. I do eat occasionally bread, and I do occasionally eat pasta, because, well, I love pasta and I love bread. I don't really love me, though. And so I'm actually thinking about going ahead and getting her gluten-free cookbook, and seeing if maybe I can't make more improvements to my diet to help make me feel better. Okay, number 2 is Julie from Dirt Patch Heaven. I know that she also has some challenges in her life and children, and watching her videos is very inspirational to me because of everything that the challenges that she has to overcome, along with her health challenges. And I also am trying to emulate my diet similar to Julie's. And I have to say that between Julie and Melanie, they have been a very, very, very big help to me insofar as keeping my fibromyalgia flare-ups, you know, to a minimum and a dull roar at that. It still happens. Stress, heat, lack of sleep, that kind of thing still gets me, but that's just a matter of life and things that you have to deal with. So I do my best to suffer in silence. Third on my list, and this goes completely, totally in a different direction, and it's Mr. and Mrs. Two Wheels. They ride, I believe it's a BMW. Sorry, strange noises. Anyways, I believe that they ride a BMW. They don't ride a Harley, but they were inspirational to me because I think that they are about my age group, and they do a lot of traveling and camping on their motorcycle, and they take a lot of gorgeous, gorgeous videos from the motorcycle, and they have educational videos about camping and what to take and what to think about taking and what to be prepared for. There was a really good video about his wife being allergic to fire ants, which is terrifying, especially when you're out camping. And I believe they live in Florida, as a matter of fact, and I believe that fire ants are very, very prevalent down there. So they have to be super careful where they camp. they have to keep an eye out for where there might be fire ant, you know, nests and things of that nature. So I say prayers for them every day, and also for Julie and Melanie. Well, for everybody. You know, you guys are my family, kind of. So 3 things I'm good at. That one was a little tricky because it's like I'm more of a selfless person, and so I never really did good in interviews either. It's like, what are you good at? I can type. Anyways, so the things that I came up with are, I'm a good listener. I've been told that I'm a good listener. I feel like I'm a good listener. I'm good at planning trips. My husband and I, 2 years ago, we went to South Africa, and that was great. We had an excellent time. We went to the Homestead Conference in Crossville, Tennessee, and I made a little oopsie on the airplane stuff, and that was that was a mess. So next year, if we're going to the Homestead Conference, I'm going to be doing my airplane stuff a little bit differently. I think we're not going to go coast to coast. We're going to go from this coast to Denver or Texas and then to Tennessee, because it was just rain here and rain there and rain everywhere and lightning storms and electrical storms. And yeah, it took us 24 hours to get from the west side of the United States to the east side of the United States, and then to the middle south part of the United States. It took us 24 hours. Long story, I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but it was, yeah, we were exhausted, and it was really, really difficult to enjoy the Homestead Conference because both of us were exhausted because of it. Okay, 3 things that excite me. Well, I think that it's kind of obvious that my new Harley trike excites me. I absolutely love that thing. I can barely stay off that thing. I mean, I get exhausted and I get tired riding it, and I've been pushing myself extra hard this last month because of our upcoming Sturgis trip. But I also want to be safe on that Sturgis trip, so that's why I've been pushing myself now, because I don't want to be between here and Sturgis and I'm like done. I can't go any further because of my fibromyalgia and the weakness and the fatigue that I have. So I've been pushing myself extra hard this month so that we can actually get somewhere and be safe and enjoy ourselves. So the second thing that excites me is, and this was a shocker for me, kind of, selling things that I no longer use, or my husband and I no longer use. I had a United Motors scooter that I've had since college, and it was pretty much brand new. I hadn't put very many miles on it. The tires were brand new. I mean, they weren't even worn enough to replace them, so it just needed a new battery and somebody to put some TLC, and boom, off they go. So yeah, I was, wow, super happy that I sold that. And so now I'm excited to sell the camper, and I want to sell the boat, and I've got a 4-wheeler that I want to sell, and I've got a couple of broke down John Deere tractors that somebody can use for parts. I've got life jackets that we're probably not going to use that can be for sale. So yeah, I've got a laundry list, which I'm not going to post now because it's too close to our trip, but when I get back, I'll probably be posting more things for sale. And I'm kind of frustrated because I have posted the boat and a couple other things. The boat and the 4-wheeler and my entertainment center on Let Go and Craigslist and Facebook. And I get a lot of interest on the boat, and I even had one looky-loo come, but yeah, some people message me and say they're interested, and I'm like, okay, and then you don't hear anything back from them, so I don't know what to think about that. Okay, number 3, my third thing that excites me is when I'm having a good fibro day. And by that, I mean I have more energy than I would in a flare-up. My pain level is manageable. I can function. I'm not laid out in the bed and you can't do anything. So for me, having a good fibro day is exciting, because then I get up and I clean the house and I clean the chicken coop and I do this and I do that and I wear myself out, and then I have a flare-up and then I'm done for a couple days. I know, pace myself. I've never been good at that. That's why I didn't put that on the what I'm good at part. Okay, 4 things that relax me. I think it's kind of obvious for the first choice, don't you? Riding my trike. Oh man, that is so relaxing. Especially get on the freeway and there's nobody on the freeway and I can just put down the road. Oh, put my feet up on the highway pegs and just let the miles roll by. That is super relaxing for me. Tiring, but relaxing. Camping in the woods. That relaxes me. Having a nice big campfire and cooking on the campfire and just the quiet, well, except for, you know, normal bird noises and outside camping type stuff noises. The third thing that relaxes me, watching a beautiful sunrise and a beautiful sunset. There's got to be something said for a beautiful sunrise and a beautiful sunset that just kind of, you know, recenters you and makes you take pause and think about life for a minute. Yeah. And you see all the beautiful colors that our Lord has provided. Yeah, he's the ultimate artist and he does some beautiful work. And let's see, and we can't go without saying a long warm soak in a tub. That's very relaxing for me. Oh, and another thing I found out today is they actually have locally here a place where, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like a tub full of salt water and it's only like 10 inches deep and it's sensory deprivation. And I've been told that for people that have fibromyalgia, you can go in there and it's like, I think it's like $50 for an hour. But if it helps me feel better and do better, I'll try it. At least once, twice if I like it. Yeah, so that's probably going to be on my list of things to do in the near future. Alright, five of my YouTube buddies to tag. Let's see. I don't think Linda's Pantry has been tagged yet, so Linda, I'm gonna tag you. I wanna see what y'all say about this thing here. And then number 2, Cooking with Doug. I don't know if he's gonna see this video, but I'm putting it out there anyways. I'm really interested in your air fryer, and I just yesterday got an Instant Pot, which I'm excited to get to use. I'm too exhausted tonight to use it, but yeah, I'm really excited to get that going. Number 3, the Bee Lady. She is also one of the first YouTube channels that I started watching, and yeah, I would be interested to see what she has to say about this. And of course, Cab 7. I always love hearing from Cab 7. Thank you, Cab 7, for not abandoning us. And then another channel that I just recently started watching here not too long ago is Alderman Farms. So yeah, I would like to hear from all y'all and see what you got to say. So thank you to Mama Cat and Homestead Tessie for tagging me. And I'm sorry it took so long to get this video up. Like I said, I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get everything ready for Sturgis. And I think we're pretty much getting down to the wire now, and we're just trying to figure out how we're going to pack everything, which shouldn't be too hard because everything that we've gotten has been really small and lightweight, and foodstuffs should be available along the road, so I'm not really too worried about cooking on the road. Yeah, so all right. There's my tag, and I've tagged other people, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I am going to turn around and make another video, and I hope y'all watch it. It's going to be very interesting, and have a blessed day, y'all, and we'll see you soon.